in the shed that we just built, and we're going to be putting baby chicks in here. So we have the air conditioner set up and running, testing that to see how it's going to work. And I'm installing blinds in the 3 windows temporarily. We're going to be finishing out the inside of the shed with sheetrock, and it'll all be drywalled and insulated. But for right now, until we can get the baby chicks out, which will be 5 to 6 weeks, we are installing, like I said, the blinds. I have one set up already. So these blinds will eventually stay in here full time, but like I said, they're temporary right now, and we'll take them down when we're getting ready to do the sheetrock, all the drywall, and then we'll get them reinstalled. But we just want to make sure that we keep the sun out, because the sun sets out here on these windows, so it's extremely warm, and the sun comes right in. We have 3 upward windows that are about 22 inches by, I don't know, maybe 22 by 8, that I don't want to block the light, so I am going to be putting up a window film that looks like stained glass, so it'll filter out a lot of the sun, and it'll still let light in, but it's heat reflecting, so it'll keep the heat out of here. Also, the bottom slats, the extra slats that are on the blinds, I'll be removing those so that they set flush in the window frame, so they're not too long. But these are leveler blinds. They are the trim to go blinds. I'll get the window film put up. Got to get that ordered. So we'll show you what it looks like when that window film is all done. Right now, Trina is also working on the door, because our deadbolt was latched, but the bottom lock, the main lock, door lock, was not played. Had to be moved.
Customize them to the length you need. So that's what she's working on right now. And right before she did this, we custom fit that air conditioning exhaust to that window over there. We had to do some modifications because obviously these windows are not your standard house windows, so we had to take a few inches off of that insert that goes in the window there that exhausts the heat from the room, and the little air conditioning is working really good. We also got the door situated with the deadbolt and strike plate in place. That's closing nicely. So you have to cut those strings?
You do. You don't want to cut the raising cord, but you want to cut these ladders that hold the slats. So that's what I did on this window.
Yeah, that one looks good.
So this one is now cut to fit right in the window jamb.
Looks good.
Yeah.
So you do still have to do some cutting like you have the strings that you pull.
Yeah, you cut
Those things
these.
are obnoxious.
You cut these ladder things on the line.
And then you just tie it in a knot. What do you do?
Nope, there's these little buttons
Oh,
on the bottom of the lines, and you pull these out, put your cord, your main cord underneath there, and you push the button back in. So it looks like this on the bottom.
yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. Probably not.
Yeah, I think we can see that. I sit in this shed and I still say, I can't believe we built this thing. I mean, I'm not any kind of a contractor, anything like that. And yeah, we had instructions, but it was on a scale of 1 to 10 build, I think it's moderate, like a 6. What do you think?
Yeah, it's probably a 6 at least.
Just getting
Some
on the
parts
roof
were
alone.
pretty tricky.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about the rafters and the gable, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was pretty tricky, but it's pretty neat to look at the walls. And this is how houses are built. It's
Yeah,
the
and it's
same.
pretty amazing to know that it's structurally sound.
Yeah.
I was a bit intimidated when it first was delivered.
I was very intimidated.
When we opened up the windows out of the packaging, some of the windows of these 3 windows she's working on right now, 2 of them were bent terrible.
Bent really bad.
We installed them anyway, hoping that, with the trim and everything, you'd be able to hide the bent vinyl. But unfortunately, the windows would not properly slide up and down without real effort. And we're like, no. So we called the manufacturer directly, and they didn't hesitate to send out replacements. So kudos to the manufacturer for taking care of us like that. And this is a Yardline Sterling shed kit that we bought through Costco, and
Costco's pretty amazing that way, though.
yeah,
Is if you have something, even a year later, if you have something that's damaged, they will take it back.
yeah, but this was through the manufacturer.
This was.
Yeah. So that was an issue we had with the shed, and then some of the boards we did get were pretty warped. There were some challenges with some of the lumber.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing is that you don't know when you're buying a kit, you don't know how long that wood has been sitting around.
Yeah.
And they rip these boards out in no time at all. I'm sure it's all machine done. And they are manufacturing in bulk. So they're just trying to get it out. So thankfully, all of the boards that we had, even there were a couple in pretty work state, we were able to use them.
We were able to make it work.
Yeah.
It took effort though. I'm not going to say there wasn't a lot of cussing and I hate this thing, I hate this thing. I must have said that, I don't know, a lot.
100 times at least.
Never doing this again. You can just hear me, right?
Oh yeah, I can. I'm sure they can. So that one's done.
We are backyard faces. We get all day sun. I know you've heard us say that on other videos, but it gets hot. And lately we've had temperatures in triple digits.
Yeah, 102 to 107.
So, working on your last window.
Yep. Now I have to cut all of this ladder, this excess ladder off. Those are the trim that slides in the bottom of the blind to finish it off. It's just a decorative trim and it hides the cords that you put in here. The nice thing about level ore.
What's really nice is that you can have the cut.
Yeah. So level ore is carried by Lowe's. Their trim and go lines. Home Depot carries the same product, but it's a different brand. Just as good. These are vinyl faux wood lines.
Yep. You go in there with your measurement, you tell them, and they put it in a drawer machine, some kind of a saw, but it's a drawer. And
in the whole box. So
yeah,
the whole box,
everything
lines
cuts.
get cut.
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
This can go back on.
Is that just a slide kind of thing?
Yeah, so it's got grooves and you just slide
yeah, there
it
you
to
go.
lock it.
Nice. I'll fix that one.
This one,
Yeah.
like this.
Throw that up there. It's like,
Is it crooked?
there you go.
You sound like our son. That's what it does. I'm just gonna mark these.
Okay. So she's installing the last blind, which is obviously the